Anuradha.
Yes, Shubhajit.
Yeah, this CM will be speaking from there. His office has just turned on the video.
Sure.
Good morning, Mr. Bagla.
I think he's on mute,
Yes.
Mr. Wagner.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Right. So we are about to, 4 minutes we have.
I understand the Deputy CM may not be joining.
Okay. So the Deputy CM. Okay. So we are having only Mr. Biren Singh.
Yes, we'll have
And the industry minister of
Of
Assam.
Assam.
Right.
Yes.
So you are right now not traveling, Mrs. Sekar?
I am not traveling, but I will start off from the 19th, I think.
Okay,
I've
great.
had enough of sitting in office and trying to speak on computer screens, Mr. Bagla.
Yeah, I understand. Now we need to start traveling. I just started traveling.
That's good.
I went to Meghalaya and then went to Mumbai.
Okay.
Yeah, so 15 days.
I think also it's easing out in people's minds now to a certain extent.
Right. So taking precautions and traveling, otherwise being locked
Yes.
at one place.
Yes, absolutely.
It strongly bothers you.
No, it does. It is quite alarming after a while to somehow. Well, I mean, it's been a learning, but I think it's too much of a learning.
Too much of a learning. That's right. Never thought that we'll be locked for 8 months.
Mr. Bagla, I think CM has joined.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Singh. Good morning from CII.
I think he's on mute. So we're not able to hear. Not audible. So it's 11. Should we start?
Yes, I think Shwekot, if
I'll
you may
start.
please start. Yeah, please.
Sure. I think CM Saab is on the phone, Mr. Bagla. So once he finishes, should we just wait for him to finish?
Yes, sure. That is very important.
Yep. Okay, he's on the phone. That's why I'm waiting. I'm starting off. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good morning to all our friends and colleagues, and thank you so much for taking time out to join on this very unique and special program that we are doing in partnership with Amazon on empowering MSMEs and enabling opportunities. It is our pleasure and it is our honor to welcome Shri Nongthomban Biren Singh, the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri Chandramohan Patwari, Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Government of Assam, Mr. Pradeep Bagla, who is our Chairman for CII Assam State Council and the Managing Director for Amrit Cement, and Mr. Pranav Bhasin, our partner from Amazon, Director, MSME and Seller Experience. The program hopefully will light up and show the way for e-commerce opportunities for MSMEs and startups, especially in the Northeast and in the eastern part of India, which is our domain. Without much ado, and thanking you once again for joining us on this program, may I request Mr. Pradeep Bagla, our chairman. Mr. Bagla, all over to you to take this forward, please.
Yeah. Good morning, dignitaries and participants, and welcome all to the webinar series on empowering MSMEs, enabling opportunities. Today, we would explore the e-commerce opportunities of MSME and startups with an underlying focus on Northeast. It is my proud privilege to welcome Shri Nongthomban Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister, Manipur. Shri Chandramohan Patwari, Honorable Chief Minister, Industries and Commerce, Assam. Mr. Sekat Roy Chaudhary, Regional Director, East and Northeast, CII. Thank you for having agreed to be a part of this session, despite extremely busy schedules. Your perspective would go a long way in achieving the session objectives. E-commerce has transformed the way business is done in India. The Indian e-commerce market is expected to grow to US $200 billion by 2026 from US 38.5 billion as on 2017. Much of the growth of the industry has been triggered by an increase in the internet and smartphone penetration. The ongoing digital transformation in the country is expected to increase. India's total internet user base to 829 million by 2021 from 636 million in 2019. Since 2014, the Government of India has announced various initiatives, namely Digital India, Make in India, Startup India, Skill India, and Innovation Fund. The timely and effective implementation of such program will likely support growth in e-commerce in the country. The e-commerce industry has been directly impacting micro, small, and medium enterprise in India by providing means of financing, technology, and training, and has a favorable cascading effect on other industries as well. Indian e-commerce industry has been on an upward growth and is expected to surpass the US to become the second largest e-commerce market by 2034. Technology-enabled innovations like digital payments, hyper-local logistics, analytics-driven customer engagement, and digital advertisements will likely support the growth in the sector. These disruptions have become very important during the pandemic and the resultant lockdown across the country. The growth in e-commerce sector will also boost employment, increase revenues from export, increased tax collection by exchequers, and provide better products and services to customers in the long run. One of our biggest untapped resources lies in the northeastern part of the country, comprising all the 8 states, that is Assam, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, and Sikkim. The region is home to unique products like Assam silk, Naga shawls, bamboo artifacts, organic tea, pottery, and handloom products. All these products have the merit to carve out a niche in the marketplace. All these products are the result of hard work and immense talent of the small artisans and weavers. The unique handicrafts and bamboo products, rubber products, processed food, fruits, especially pineapple and medicinal products, have an immense scope for the e-commerce business. The products from Northeast have the potential to the global popular, and e-commerce would be the key to this. Today we have come together for this very important session, empowering MSME, enabling opportunities. To scoop out the scope that the e-commerce sector holds for the small enterprise and MSMEs, who are the backbone of our economy, our government has taken a lot of initiatives to strengthen the MSMEs who have actually borne the brunt of pandemic the most. Through this platform, it is our endeavor to bring together all the stakeholders to create a roadmap for the small players who could take full advantage of the virtual business opportunities lying ahead of them. I believe through this dialogue, we would bring out a positive path to developing local supply chains and building disruptions linkage by engaging the communities, which would go a long way to enhance the e-commerce business in the region as a whole. Thank you. Now, Mr. Bhasin, I ask Mr. Bhasin to come ahead.
Thanks, Mr. Bagla. Honorable Chief Minister for Manipur, Shri Biren Singh Ji, Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Government of Assam, Shri Chandra Mohan Patowari, dignitaries from the government and industry, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. I would like to start by thanking the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri Biren Singh Ji, for being able to join us today. And thank you, CII, for inviting me to be a part of today's webinar on empowering MSMEs and enabling opportunities and e-commerce opportunities for MSMEs and startups in Northeast. And to all other members of this panel for coming together to participate in this discussion. I would also like to express my gratitude to the audience who dialed up to watch this discussion and hope that through this session they find useful insights that would help them digitally transform their businesses. Looking at the last 8 months or so, it's been truly unprecedented. It has really transformed the way we live, the way we communicate, and the way we do business. And one of the most significant changes that we have noticed during the pandemic is how consumer behavior has evolved. Customers are moving online and e-commerce is on the rise. And people are shopping online, making payments online, watching content online, and doing a lot more online. And e-commerce has been providing customers with an essential service as online shopping has emerged as one of the safest options for customers to make purchases during this time by ensuring adherence to social distancing norms. And at the same time, e-commerce has been offering businesses the opportunity to continue catering to the needs of customers, helping minimize the impact of stalled sales, reviving businesses, and preventing loss of jobs or even creation of new jobs in the process. And what we have learned from COVID-19 crisis is how important a role Amazon and e-commerce can play for our customers, for our small businesses, and for the economy. And we take this responsibility very seriously and are really proud of the work our teams are doing to support customers and small businesses through this difficult time. In Northeast, we have over 5,300 sellers in our marketplace, catering to customers across the region and across the nation. We have close to 60 Amazon-owned and delivery service partner stations across 8 states of Northeast India. And in the last few months, we have taken a number of measures to minimize the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on sellers and help them navigate the economic challenges, including a range of fee waivers, relaxation on performance metrics, enabling payments on-demand disbursement for them, a rewards program, and also a COVID-19 health insurance so that sellers don't need to worry about their health and they can focus on their business. Our biggest focus has been on helping SMB sellers to rebound and accelerate their business to get back on their feet. In April 2020, we launched the Local Shops program on Amazon, which brings offline retailers online and helps them serve customers beyond their local catchment. The Local Shops program is seeing remarkable response from retailers across India and has scaled rapidly in just 7 months, with more than 40% of sellers coming from outside of our top 10 cities. And that goes on to underscore the importance of MSMEs. And MSMEs are the growth engine for India's economy and an integral part of realizing the vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. And success of millions of MSMEs will reflect in the growth of Indian economy. And therefore, ensuring sustained growth for the MSME sector should be a top priority. It requires government, private sector, industry bodies, academia to work together at scale. And discussions like the one that we are having today are meaningful and necessary for a sustained collaboration. As we look ahead, technology and mobile internet will continue to play a key role in transforming daily lives globally, and India is no different. But these are likely to have an even more profound impact on India as a scalable lever to drive inclusion, equity for the society, and urban centers will no longer claim preferential access to products, education, healthcare, or entertainment. Entrepreneurs will not be held back by their scale with access to world-class infrastructure at their outset. So we are really at an inflection point, and are likely to look back at mobile internet and e-commerce, in particular, in my opinion, as a socio-economic leveler that transformed lives and livelihoods in the country. And Indian e-commerce is still early in its evolution, barely 3% of our total consumption, but it's already ushering in faster digitization across the consumption value chain and enabling expanded access and opportunities for customers and businesses across the country. MSMEs stand to be the biggest beneficiaries of this digitization by not being limited to their local catchment, as they can dream big. As e-commerce is blurring the lines between online and offline, between local and global, it opens up new opportunities for our MSMEs to think about creative ways to reach out to new customers, create new brands, and become successful. And businesses will no longer have to choose. They can seamlessly complement in-store services with doorstep convenience for customers in their locality and dream beyond to reach customers across India and even globally. We are already seeing some terrific examples of how digitization is allowing different types of businesses to succeed in newfound ways and thereby fostering a more inclusive growth across the spectrum. As an example, Ketli Gold is an Amazon Launchpad seller and has been offering iconic, unique Assam tea to tea lovers across the world. Since their entry into packaged tea business in 2015, they have aimed to offer their customers an authentic, unadulterated Assam tea experience. So Ketli Gold forayed into online market with Amazon in 2018 and has seen a substantial difference in their business returns over the years. They have witnessed a consistent increase in sales to customers from various parts of the country and has grown 200% in last year alone. So Ketli Gold is a great example and another success story of a small business who has not only received a platform to showcase and grow their business, but has also become a integral part of A.in's Amazon.in seller community. So just to conclude, as I see more such inspiring examples, I'm certain that economic prosperity of northern eastern states and India's success will ride on the back of its MSMEs. The crisis has particularly highlighted the resilience and optimism of the Indian entrepreneur as more small businesses and shops are embracing technology and online to reinvent themselves. And we realize and are humbled they are relying on us more than ever before. And we take this responsibility very seriously. Earlier this year, we made a commitment to digitize 10 million SMBs and enable 10 billion worth of exports by 2025. I am confident that we will be able to create many more success stories and enable MSMEs to realize the vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Dhanyavad and thanks for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Mr. Basim. Now I invite our chief guest, Sri Viren Singh Ji, Honorable Minister Manish.
Good morning. Pradeep Bangla of listening?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. CII Assam State Council, and my colleague, Honorable Minister from Assam, and other officials. Really, it is a pleasure to be a part of this webinar series on MSME and startup. I think the Confederation of Indian Industry for inviting me to the stage. And I'll be very grateful to inform you that Manipur stood first in the entire Northeast of MSME and the startup business. As per the annual report of 2018 and 19 of the Ministry of MSME, 8.25 lakhs MSME business filed UAM in the entire country during 15 to 19. Of them, 6,696 business are from the Northeast state. Against it, Manipur alone had 12,438 business, they filed online registration. 80% of registered business in the last 2 years are women, as compared to 20% in the country. Because women empowerment is going on here in the state nicely, and the mission of the Honorable Prime Minister, women's empowerment, it is taking place. 50% of the registered body is by the women. As we continue our fight against the novel coronavirus, part of unlock, the experience of the outbreak and the subsequent lockdown in past few months have reiterated the importance of technology. In post-COVID recovery, digitization will be vital to support the need of communities and business. The pandemic has given rise to new opportunities in
Mr. Patwari has joined. Right. I didn't know actually. So I didn't.
The sector has not recovered its span of volume, but also has also shown.
Now you just ask him to wait.
I think some connection or some taking place in the connection.
Yeah.
Everybody is listening?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Some interrupting, some voice is coming, that's why I'm asking. Thank you. Sensing consumer expectations for on-demand products and services, be it food delivery, grocery, or telemedicine, or conferencing, learning or entertainment, will continue to drive e-commerce in post-COVID scenario. E-commerce has a growth effect on the sector, like digital payments, logistics, and warehousing. This ancillary service can provide huge employment opportunity in small towns and villages. It also presents potential for locality development technology and a product to address unique local challenges. MSME and the startup are the growth drivers of the Indian economy. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement of strategic measures under the Atma Nirbhar Bharat will ensure that they continue to lead the country towards economic growth. It is an opportune time for MSME and the startup to capitalize on technology and the enhanced use of e-commerce to achieve resource optimization and efficiencies. Access to larger market through e-commerce by MSMEs and a startup in the northeastern states provide them opportunity to produce unique products and produce of the region to the world. Startup scheme was launched in 2017 and 18. Immediately, our new government comes. In 2019 and 20, Stand Up Manipur was also introduced to promote first-time ventures of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, women's, minority, and differently able groups. Now, 909 startups have benefited till date with rupees 30 crores provided during 2017 and 18, and 18 and 19 also same amount were provided, and another rupees 22.5 crores during the next 2 years. NAFI also providing 1 crores to 4 startups in Manipur and a Northeast Venture Capital Fund. Experience of this startup have been inspiring and encouraging. The startup from the state have not only been providing employment to villagers, but also introduced innovative products to market outside the state with some blending local ingredients like kingsin, umoro, black aromatic rice. Locally, we know it chahao, call it, with chocolate and the blinding local half with tea. I am sure that will provide new insights to better understand the way forward for the region is new growth engine of the country is invention by the Honorable Prime Minister. To conclude, I wish CII all success in organizing this seminar and Manipur, particularly Manipur is landlocked. We are not having a big here in the state. Our priority is on MSME and startup. CII mainly the Pradeep Bangla. I draw your kind intention to encourage the MSME entrepreneurship here in the state and the startup communities. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our guest of honor, Shri Chandramohan Patwari ji, Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Government of Assam. Sir,
Good morning, everyone, and respected Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur and respected guests attending this webinar. So first of all, I'd like to extend my thanks to CII for organizing this webinar. Actually, in Assam, uh, you know, uh, Assam, Arunachal, 8 states mainly, including Bengal. Actually, it's a huge potentiality we have, and Assam is the gateway of Northeast region states, as well as Assam is the gateway of Southeast Asian countries also. Like that, Manipur also, from Manipur, Tamu More, this is also a link with Myanmar and Southeast Asian country. And in Mizoram also, from Situate port, which is now going to operate from Myanmar, so this will connect Mizoram also. So that way, we have got prospect actually in the coming years to extend our business to Southeast Asian countries. So from as transport minister also, I am taking up this matter with ministry, and now Mahabahu Brahmaputra means Art Ganga, the national waterways of the country, national waterways of country, Art Ganga has already started, and we are taking up the matter with Government of India also. So Government of India also now going to start Art Brahmaputra. So our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Sarvanda Sonowalji, he said that instead of Art Brahmaputra, it should be Mahabahu Brahmaputra. So that way we are going to have one very big project to connect Southeast Asian, Northeastern region states by through the water route through Mongla and Sitagong port, and will be connected with the sea actually. And I hope now we are expecting that Honorable Prime Minister will inaugurate this Mahabahu Brahmaputra project. So that way, Southeast Asian market is also a very important market for us because 80 million people, 80 crores populations are there. So this is most fertile and virgin market. So for Northeastern region, so this is one of the greatest advantage actually. This is the advantage for Northeastern region. So in Assam, actually, we are giving trust. On MSME units. So 1.2 million MSME units are here in Assam as on today. And in the industrial scenario, if we see, then we find and we see that 98% of Assam actually are MSME unit. So this MSME unit we are providing all sorts of benefits and all sorts of facilities to MSME units. And now we are going to have in Assam 100 MSME park in the state in the coming years. So already we have taken the land and MSME park will be set up, 100 numbers of MSME park in the state. So as on today, so 1.2 million MSME unit is here in Assam. And apart from that, this startup and online business, global business is equally important. So that's why our startup in Assam, that was our dream project actually. And now Kolkata IIT is our partner as on today. And now Thai of San Francisco, India chapter, they are also becoming our partner. So that way, our startup ranking this time in the country, recently it is declared that Assam startup is among the 10 of the big states like Andhra Pradesh, like Telangana, UP, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. But this startup of Assam, so it's a 2 years old baby only, 2 years old. But we are just coming up to within the 10 states of the country. Apart from that, so globally, if we study, if we see, the startup success rate is 5%, and in the country as a whole, the startup rate is 2% average. But this 2 years baby startup Assam, which is called Nest, we name it Nest. So our success rate is 50%. So that's why in an emerging states as a startup, we are coming within the 10 big states of the country. And we are providing all sorts of facilities here also. And boys and girls who are doing startup in Canada and other countries, so they are also coming here now, coming back, and they started startup here. And recently, it has I am told that 6 boys they earn 11 crores and they employ 1780 people directly actually. So that way we have given startup priority in startup, and we are appreciating our boys and girls, and it's a very good news for all of us. And secondly, already we have signed MOU with Flipkart. Already we have signed MOU with Flipkart because as our Honorable Chief Minister Manipur already mentioned that Assam, northeastern region, we are famous for handloom and organic, actually organic vegetables and fruits. So that way, so we have signed already MOU with uh, MOU, sign our MOU with Flipkart, and we are waiting to sign MOU with Amazon also, and as well as Walmart also. So now we are waiting, and it will be signed immediately. So that way we are actually giving more trust on MSME sectors here in Assam because it generates more employment. And secondly, most important thing is this: in Assam, actually, we have started to measure project which will be giving more employment and which will uplift the rural economy. Number one is bamboo because northeastern region, Assam northeastern region. So we are actually producing highest number of bamboo comparing to other states of the country. Now, as for example, now we are planning. Suppose these agarbatti sticks, bamboo sticks. So 65% of the bamboo sticks are coming from China actually. Now tariff duty is imposed, high tariff duty, because of which now under Atmanirbhar Bharat, actually we are going to have some units in a cluster basis in different places of Assam for making this bamboo, making these agarbatti sticks from bamboo. So, and we have studied also, and we have started on bamboo mission also. So tissue culture we have started already, and 2,500 acres already we have planted bamboo. So this bamboo mission is one of the very important sector for northeastern region. So, and we signed already MOU with Cycle Brand. I talked to ITM, already I talked to other companies also, so that they will start also agarbatti industry here. So ITC also already I have discussed with them. So they are also going to have one mega industry for agarbatti here in Assam, and already MOU signed with Cycle Brand. So this is one important thing for Assam, and globally. Actually, Assam for famous for these things. Tea is one sector. Another sector is agar center. Agar. So agar, for agar we are Assam is famous actually. And it was actually in the hands of the private people, in between farmers of the agar trees and and the buyers. So there is a middleman. So our agar cultivators, they are not getting actual price. So recently we have started international agar center here in Golaghat district. In Honorable Chief Minister inaugurated, laid the foundation stone. So our work is going on. And apart from that, before completing this, because it takes time at least 1 year, because it will be huge complex. So that's why, so before that, so we are going to start in our ITI building actually. One ITI is there. So we are starting this export unit there at Golaghat. Now, we have done the mass campaign also for planting of agar, which will give them boost to the rural economy and give employment also as well. So these two major actually product, bamboo and agar. So this will actually attract the international buyers also, because in agar we have studied in agar in the world, the total total demand is, as on today, out of the total demand, actually only 40% actually is available supply chain, in the supply chain. So now we are going to have mass cultivation in the rural areas of Assam. So these two, another component I'd like to add here. And already in our agar policy, the day before yesterday, the cabinet, our agar policy is passed. Our handloom textile policy is also passed. So in our site, you will get all policies. So lots of incentives also given. Bamboo policy also we have passed already, and bamboo mission also already started. And all this will be available in our website. So these two new components here, apart from the manufacturing MSME unit. So I hope this webinar will give a new focus to those sectors. And I extend my thanks to CII for organizing this webinar. With this word, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
Namaste, Patwari ji.
Namaste.
I missed you welcoming you when we
Yes.
started the session. So thank you very much, Patwari ji, for taking out time and with the valuable remarks and the information you have given for Northeast and Assam in particular. My special thanks to Biren Singh ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, for sharing the Manipur perspective and the Northeast perspective. So we all very well know Northeast is very potential. We are full of organic and all natural products, handicrafts, and all type of handlooms, silk, whatever, a wide range. We have a diversity, and that is beautiful of Northeast, that we have products and so potential that I think e-commerce can benefit with this, and all the MSMEs and cottage industries and small micro industries will benefit with this. This e-commerce is a linkage where there's no distance. The bar of distance goes away. Assam is the gateway. Now on the platform, this platform, Assam and Nagaland has got no distance. Delhi and Assam, Guwahati has no distance. So it eliminates this distance and the linkage and all those things. So I think for all the e-commerce platform, we welcome to Northeast. It is the most potential place, and the MSMEs should look at this platform and take the advantage of this platform. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Patwari ji, once again. Thank you, Viren Singh ji, once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bagla, for this opening session, and thanks to all the dignitaries from on behalf of CII once again. And we would now move on to the session on e-commerce opportunities for MSMEs and startups. And before I again hand over the chair to Mr. Pradeep Bagla, I would also like to welcome Dr. C. Vanlal Ramsanga, who is the Secretary and Commissioner Planning and Program Implementation of Mizoram, and also Mr. Mark Lal Dusaka, who is the Managing Director of One Organic, to the session. So over to you, Mr. Bagla, for this session.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thanks a lot. We begin this session with I welcome Mr. Mark, Managing Director, One Organic, to speak. Mr. Mark Lal Dusaka, are you hearing?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I hope I'm audible now.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Mr. Pradeep Bagla, our moderator and chairman, CII Assam State Council. Our guest of honor, Sri Chandra Mohan Patawari. Our guest of honor, Dr. C. Vanlaram Sanga, IES Secretary and Commissioner, Planning and Program Implementation, Mizoram. All the CII members, CII representatives from Amazon, and all the participants. It is a privilege for me to be a part of this webinar, and I'm here to talk about my experience as a startup in entering e-commerce space and address on the importance of doing business on e-commerce platform. And I'll start with about my company, One Organic Partnership, which is a farm we started in the year 2017. And we are basically a farm, a startup that deals in processing and marketing of various types of agricultural produce in Mizoram. And we especially deal in the natural produce and organic certified produce that are available in Mizoram, and also which are organic, which are also organic by default, which are not certified but which are organic by default. We also try to find spaces for this kind of product. If I'm not mistaken, we are the first startup in Mizoram that sells organic food products from Mizoram over Amazon platform in the year 2017. We also sell our products over e-commerce platform like Northeast Origin and local e-commerce platform in Mizoram. And we are in operations for the past 2 years, but till date, we still do not have a single dedicated physical store to showcase our produce. 90% of our sales are over digital platform, which consists of social media platform and the e-commerce platform. And I believe it is not a requirement now, but it became a mandate for any MSME to be a part of this bigger marketing chain like Amazon and other e-commerce platform. And the best part is there is practically minimal entry barrier for startup like us to enter into this chain, this bigger chain. And I can simply put it this way. There are big retail chains like Big Bazaar, Spencer, Vishal, and many more, especially in the metropolitan cities. And it's very, very difficult for us, like a startup like us, or any entrepreneur who enter into the space of production and manufacturing. And it is a big challenge to be a part of this kind of chain. But trying to sell over the e-commerce platform, it's not difficult as the physical as the things which I just previously told. I can simply put it this way again, like trying to sell over this channel as an trying to sell over Amazon, which is a leading e-commerce company uh, for a startup, is very simple. From my experience in the past, in 2018, I knew that Amazon is one of the biggest chain, but then I I thought it was very difficult to be a part of Amazon chain. But then to be a part of the selling network in Amazon was very not very difficult as an entrepreneur, as a startup. So especially startup for people, startup in the northeast region, in the northeast corner of India, we really need this kind of platform to showcase our produce and to be able to reach to more and more potential customers all over India. So I think I must say it is a must for all entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs in manufacturing and production sector in the Northeast to enter into this digital platform like e-commerce and social media. And I should stress on e-commerce to be able to reach to more potential customer and more potential buyer. And especially with the pandemic issue which is coming up, it is necessary, it is a must for all entrepreneurs to be a part of this this e-commerce platform. So I will conclude my statement there, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Now I introduce Dr. C. Walala Rangsanga, Secretary and Commissioner, Planning and Program Implementation, Mizoram. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pradeep Bagga. I thank the CII and Amazon for organizing this webinar series on empowering MSME and enabling opportunity. I greet our honorable guest of honor, Sri Chandra Mohan, the Honorable Minister, Assam. And I thank Mr. Mark for his soft and sweet intervention and presentation there. MSME sector in India is a very, very important pillar in the economy, and as it contributes greatly to the growth of the country's economy with a very vast network of around 51 million units across the country and creating employment of about 117 million people, manufacturing more than 600 products, contributing about 45% of the manufacturing output and also about 40% of the whole export directly and indirectly. That's why the country's policy is very much focusing towards the MSME sector. I think particularly so in terms of reviving and rebooting the economy in the midst of this pandemic environment. It has a very, very significant impact, and it can directly enhance the socio-economic structure of the whole economy by performing efficiently. And the way to perform efficiently is also through e-commerce, and particularly in this pandemic environment. True to that, in recent years, much attention has been put to helping MSME participate in trade through access to global value chains. And MSME are, however, stemmed by, among others, certification hurdles and lack of capacity to supply the scale of and the quality needed by multinational operations. However, there is a promising avenue for MSME internationalization through e-commerce. And e-commerce is actually fueling the growth of retail trade in current pandemic environment. This is actually accelerated further by this COVID-19 pandemic through digital revolution and transforming how businesses operate, engage with clients, and deliver goods and services. At the same time, the way micro, small, and medium enterprises access payments and financing for their enterprises has been further digitalized and continues to transform with the proliferation of available fintech solution in this pandemic environment. I think the acceleration of digitization in terms of e-commerce and also digitization in terms of payment system actually accelerate and grow hand in hand in pandemic environment, which is actually provide lots of opportunity for MSME sector. In particularly Northeast region, the MSME are highly diverse in types of business, and they are actually spread all over the region across both rural and urban areas. And a large portion of this MSME are actually in unorganized sector, which are actually gradually turning to become registered unit with the easing of regulatory requirements and also uh, uh, registering themselves and enter into the formal economy. I share the concern of the Mr. Mark Van Dusaka in saying that entry and setting up of MSME is very, very easy now, but access to the e-market, e-commerce platform, particularly one that is already set up like Amazon, etc., Alibaba, etc., is quite difficult. It is even more difficult to enter this established e-commerce platform than entering the market itself. So I think in terms of helping MSME sector, particularly smaller one, I think Amazon and Alibaba and e-commerce platform already set up could actually ease some sort of restrictions in inviting and giving access to the newer MSME sector there. I think that is something that would actually help our MSME here. In terms of quantity, only about 1.5% of the whole MSMEs in the country are actually set up and established in this Northeast region. And also in absence of large-scale industries, manufacturing in Northeast is currently dominated by these small and medium enterprises. NSSO survey result indicated that the informal manufacturing sectors is basically contributing about 62% of the whole industrial output of the region. So MSME sector, even though it's contribute more than 60% in Northeast, but in terms of the contribution in the country as a whole is slightly over 1.5%. There's a lot of scope to grow. If you read the bioeconomy report of the country, published in 2019, you can see that Northeast has a very huge potential in terms of bioeconomy, and the potential is back at more than 10 trillion dollar in the Northeast region alone. So there's huge, huge potential in even untapped sector of the Northeast region. Fortunately, Digital India is an enabler of growth for e-commerce, both in B2B and B2C types in India. It presents a huge opportunity for MSME sectors who wanted to take advantage of the digital technology to expand their businesses. And the e-commerce platform can enable MSME to optimize procurement and expand their customer reach. The government also set up an e-GEM portal where MSME sector could actually participate in government procurement process. I think MSME sector could actually leverage this platform and make use of it. According to the UNIDO study recently published, around 27% of the Indian MSME which are online today actually use e-commerce platform. And MSME can enter into the e-commerce space with small investment of about $100. However, it does not actually mean that they have easy access to this e-commerce platform, as Mr. Mark has already mentioned. And MSME sector using e-commerce recorded up to 60% reduction in market and distribution costs. This is a huge saving, huge difference in terms of marketing and distribution costs. And also MSME having adopted e-commerce have reported about 27 higher revenue growth than their offline counterparts. There's a huge difference in terms of cost here. And about $100 billion is the projected e-commerce market size by end of this year. There is huge potential and possibilities to expand MSME business through e-commerce, particularly since MSMEs are actually spreading across the country, both in rural and urban areas. I think the digital divide and also rural-urban and also connectivity problem of MSME could actually minimize through the e-commerce platform. So I actually believe that it is clearly visible that the MSMEs are a critical part of the business ecosystem that enables and continuously support businesses that provide the appropriate product of right quality with right solutions and services at competitive price, both in domestic and international market. I hope this webinar series organized by CII and Amazon will actually help understand the potential and possibilities of the MSME sector participation through e-commerce platform. And I wish all the participants to benefit greatly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, my thanks to all the participants and the speakers, Mr. Mark, Mr. Vanlal Ramsanga. Thank you very much. I think everyone has will benefit out of it. And what was important to note is from Mr. Mark that the entry is difficult. So we will in CII definitely will try to understand and try to bridge this gap. What is that? Why the entry is difficult? From both the sides, we'll like to hear from the e-commerce platform people, and we'll have some session in future to overcome this, and whatever help we can bring to bridge this gap, we'll try our best for that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, participants, for participating in this. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Bagla. Thank you, sir. Thank you, and thanks to all the participants for joining us for this session with us and Amazon, and thanks everyone for making this a success. Thank you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thanks a lot.
With this, we conclude today's webinar. Thank you.
Okay, Bhavna.